list out in a very similar manner. If I list out, there are huge amount of activities, huge amount of topics which covers the entire operation research. So operation research, if I consider as a subject, operation research operation research as a subject, if you see some examples which are given, some places we will be using mathematics, some people will be using pure logic, in some situations we will be using statistics. So it will be a subject which will be using mix of ideas from different fields. So it will be like a masala. You will be getting different inputs and try to put the different inputs. But if you look at the practicality of the subject, this is a subject extensively used in industry, transportation of goods, assignments of operators, project management. Project management, today you have a separate certifying agency called the Project Management Institute of India and Project Management International, PMI. PMI certification is considered as a prestigious certification. Again, the same idea, if transportation or assignment ideas, the same assignment problems, today people are using it in salesperson areas. How do I identify, give a routing for my sales personnel? So again, you have an application in how do I go for Notepad. I am not sharing. Notepad I am not using. So if I use Notepad, I will tell. Any activity I do, I will tell you. Okay. Recording, I am not sure whether they are recording. I am in one place. I am in my department. Live streaming in YouTube. It is going on. That means you will be getting your YouTube videos. Definitely. So there is a possibility. Okay. But this subject you try to practice. Little bit you try to practice so that you get some idea of the subject, some feel of the subject. So if you look at the subject, it is trying to convert whatever be the small ideas, try to convert the ideas as a mathematical model. So the first one, I will show you a Word document now. A Word document. Coffee shop problem. I hope this is visible now in your screen. Can you read? Can you read? It is a very small case.
Yes.
Can you read? Take 2 minutes time.
Coffee product mix decision. Sir, slightly increase the font size, sir. Request, sir. Not clearly visible, sir. Ramakrishnan, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, if all others video is switched off, then this share screen will become big.
Audio and video both switched off.
No, many are still having their video on. If all of us switch off their video, then it will be good.
That's nice, sir, but they are not following and we are unable to see that.
Sir, do you have an option to control at your end?
Yes. Just a minute. Sir, Venkatesan, sir.
Yeah, please do it, sir.
I don't know.
No, sir. Sir, உங்களோட மொபைல் நம்பர் மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் என் நம்பர் இந்த நம்பர் chat box போடுங்க. இந்த நம்பர் கொஞ்சம் மெசேஜ் பண்ணுங்க.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What
No, sir.
document? Can you read the document?
Yes, now it's readable.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One of you, will you read? Take 2 minutes time. Read. Read.
Coffee product mix decisions. Mother receipt.
Read it so that I will understand you are in a position to see.
Sir, a popular coffee manufacturer produces 2 flavors of coffee powders. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, cappuccino and espresso. The firm uses 2 operations. One is roasting and another one is grinding and packing. To produce 1 kilogram of cappuccino, 20 minutes of roasting section time and 40 minutes of grinding packing section time is needed. While 1 kilogram of espresso requires 40 minutes of roasting and 30 minutes of grinding packing section. The time available in the roasting section is 400 minutes per day and 600 minutes are available with grinding and packing section. Since mother's recipe enjoys good reputation in the city, whatever they manufacture can be sold on the day itself. 1 kilogram of cappuccino fetches profit of 40 rupees, whereas 1 kilogram of espresso gives 60 rupees. Develop a linear.
Forget the last line. Okay. Is it a decision situation? Is it a decision situation?
Yes, sir.
What is the
decision
decision?
situation, sir?
What you have to decide here? What you have to decide here?
Whether going for the quality of time and the output of the profit.
Did we tell anything about quality?
No, sir. Means in the available time and the 2 products are available. So they are giving some data. So in the available time, you can produce this much of these powders, cappuccino and espresso, and to produce that powders, so roasting, grinding and packing, the method they are explaining here also, and 1 kilogram of this powder requires this much of time. All these details are given. So what we have to do in the available time, we have to produce the maximum, these 2 kinds of powders for the maximum profitability.
What is your aim?
Sir?
What is the aim?
I am not, you are not.
Sir, to produce the maximum
quality.
to produce the maximum quantity in a given time and to sell it in a better way. So which one can be sold maximum?
Are you getting the 2 screens now parallelly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the objective of the situation? What is the objective?
To understand the productivity.
Productivity is a different concept.
Sir, time availability, sir, 400 minutes.
You cannot change. Time availability is given to you. You cannot change.
Yes,
what is your aim? If you are the shopkeeper, what is your aim? What is your objective?
To sell maximum
profit
only given time, sir.
To manufacture the products in the given time and sell that. Utilization of the time. Get the profit.
I appreciate, but still I need some focused answer.
Yeah, to manufacture more products within the short time, within the available time. Whatever possible, we have to maximize the production and make sure
the
that
production or maximize something.
Profit.
Maximize profit and maximize profit. Maximize production and maximize profit.
Somebody told, yes.
Maximize profit and maximize production.
maximize profit. Let us not concern about production.
Maximize the profit.
Production is having its own limitation. For every kilogram, I need 20 minutes and 40 minutes, 40 minutes and 30 minutes. It is having its own fixing. So I cannot do anything with it. But if I sell 1 kilogram of espresso, I can get 60 rupees. Whereas if I get 1 kilogram of cappuccino, I can get only 40 rupees. So I can increase, I can alter my profit. So my aim is to maximize
To increase
profit.
the brand value.
No brand, we are not discussing any brand. So our aim is to get profit. Simple term, the situation is having an objective. That objective, we try to put it very simple term, profit. Profit maximization is the objective. What are all the decisions you have to take? What are all the decisions you have to take? To get this, what are all the decisions you have to take?
So in the given time,
So we should choose the product which gives us more profit. Or
So
we
you have
should-
to decide how many kilograms of cappuccino to be produced, flavor 1 to be produced, how many kilograms of flavor 2 to be produced. So if I assume X1 is the quantity of cappuccino, X2
Please mute yourself. Mangalaj ji, please.
सभी म्यूट पे जाइए.
So we have to take a decision how many kilograms of cappuccino to be produced. If I call it X1, how many kilograms of espresso to be produced, because right now we cannot decide whether you have to produce only cappuccino or only espresso. So safely we are assuming we have to produce some quantity of cappuccino, we have to produce some quantity of espresso, which I call it X1 kilogram of cappuccino, X2 kilograms of espresso to be produced. So my profit depends on only these two decisions. The remaining things are all fixed. If you look at the entire problem, all the numbers are fixed numbers. 20 minutes for 1 kilogram of cappuccino, you have to use 20 minutes for roasting. You cannot alter that. That means that is a constant. As far as the problem is concerned, you cannot do anything. And the 40 minutes for grinding and packing. Once you roast the nuts, coffee beans, what you are going to do, you are going to immediately roasting, then you are putting in the grinding section and packing it. So for that you need 40 minutes time. You cannot alter the timing also. So if I consider the cappuccino production, the 20 minutes and 40 minutes, they are all fixed. I cannot do anything. Again for espresso, the company said 40 minutes for roasting, 30 minutes for packing and grinding. That is also fixed. I cannot do anything. 400 minutes available, 600 minutes available, that is also constant. So if you look at the numbers, most of the things are free. You cannot do anything. Profit, 40 rupees and 60 rupees, you cannot alter the profit. If you alter the profit, your profitability will be gone. So you are in a situation, these are all the limitations given to you. These are all the boundaries for you. So within the boundary, you have to achieve the objective, maximum profit. You have to decide two things: how many kilograms of cappuccino to be produced, how many kilograms of espresso to be produced, so that you get maximum profit. So the situation, this is the given situation. The given situation, we are trying to convert as a mathematical problem. A situation is given to us. From the situation, we are trying to convert the situation as a mathematics. So that is the essence of this operation research subject. I gave a simple situation here. The situation can be converted to a mathematical expression. So similarly, anything, any situation, we will try to convert the situation as a mathematical model. We try to apply mathematical principle, then solve the situation and check the feasibility of the situation in the real time. So that is the aim of the operation research subject. Queuing problem, it can be a how the shoppers are behaving. It can be a shopper's problem, Markov chain problem. It can be a house construction. You would have seen railway construction. If you are closer to Pondicherry, you know that there is a railway line coming from Viluppuram to Pondicherry. But there is no railway line to Kadalur, Pandi to Kadalur. Pandi to Kadalur is 20 kilometers. Yeah, notepad I stopped. I just keep the screen. Notepad I stopped for a while. I minimized. So if I keep the notepad, the problem is some of the situation, the railway line, if I consider the railway line, if it is Pandi and there is a railway line to Viluppuram, and there is a place called the Kadalur, which is 20 kilometers, there is no railway line. The train has to go to Viluppuram to Kadalur, which is another 40 kilometers. For train to run Pandi to Kadalur, it will be just going to use a very small quantum of fuel. Whereas laying down the railway line between Pandi to Kadalur may cost you around 200 crores for the railway ministry. So they consider this is my investment. My operating cost may be very, very small. But laying cost will be very high. So I try to connect through Viluppuram because there is already a line connecting for many places from Viluppuram. So people try to do, this is a kind of, we call it as network problem. This is often used by your electricians. If you note your electricians, how they connect your house electrical lines. They will be using a principle, very similar principle. Your neighbor line may not have from your room to your neighbor room may not have a direct connection. Place, a hub will be there or a place will be there. From there he will be doing the connection. He will call it as a circuit board or he may call it as a MCB board. From MCB board they will be doing the connection. From your room to your neighboring room you will not have an electrical line. Very simple concept. So electrician, they are using the concept called network analysis. So it will be the subject, if you consider operation research, it will be take a situation, it will consider a situation, it will convert the situation as a mathematical model. Then use mathematical principle and solve the problem. So that is the aim of, that is the structure of the operation research course. So operation research in general, it will be having insights from different fields. Network problems will be the same network problem which is used by your internet service providers. If you are sending your mobile message, the message will go to a server. The server may be in Singapore, in Dubai. To reach from Pondicherry to Chennai, your message may go to Chennai. Instead of coming to Chennai, it may go to Singapore or it may go to Dubai. From there it will come to Chennai. Pondicherry to Chennai, you will not have a direct route. You will be trying to somebody again Ayyappan. So there will be a kind of field called the network analysis. And here we are considering one simple subject, which is a manufacturing situation. How will we convert a manufacturing situation into a mathematical model? We will try to convert.
Sir, Ramakrishna sir. நீங்க ஏதோ ஒரு சிஸ்டம் வந்து மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. இப்போ
Sir, mute ladhan sir already. Mine is in mute. I am using it for classroom purpose. Somebody they are keep on opening.
candidate, please don't log in two more devices. Don't keep it near to your. Please mute your mic. Sir, you just continue, sir. Now it's okay. Sir, Venkatesan sir. நீங்க கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க சார். இப்போ ஓகே. ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டேன் சார் கேண்டிடேட்.
Some fan sound.
நீங்க கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க சார்.
Okay. So here we will try to develop a mathematical model for the given situation. I'll keep two screens. So here we are trying to manufacture X1 that is on cappuccino, X2 that is on espresso. We want to produce, we have to decide how many kilograms of still somebody using fan noise. Sir, is it your audio? Is it your audio? So we have to decide from the situation, we try to convert the situation as a mathematical model. So what is a mathematical model? What is a mathematical model? What is a model? What is a model? Anyone? I will call name. Ram Prasad, you are already on.
Equation, sir.
It is equation. What is model first?
Sir, we have to define the any kind of thing into convert in a model like in mathematical equation, sir.
What is model?
It's a model.
A template.
Getting some idea like how many kilograms of X1 or X2.
No, you first tell me model. What is model?
Presentation of any problem in the form of equation is called model.
That is mathematical model. What is model?
It's like a blueprint.
Some idea, some design or some idea.
It's a structure. Design or a structure.
Designing or structuring.
Sir, it's a planning, sir. A pre-planned.
It is a planning, but design.
It is a representation of a design structure.
It's
like a blueprint. It's like a blueprint.
Blueprint. I agree. Blueprint. I correct word blueprint. It's like Thomas Agnes. A blueprint. Correct. It is something like a blueprint. Then
Pre-production planning.
you can type. I can see the screen. You type. That will be better. Complete your planning. Agree. It is a kind of planning. Smaller scale, a miniature version. Somebody told the smaller scale. Yes, I agree. Before coming to practical. Yeah. Agree.
It is an example to follow.
Example to follow. Yeah, to understand. Yeah, it is a draft. I agree. Pre-production. Yeah, agree. Prototype. Yeah, prototype. Saranya, you are correct. It is a prototype. Formal structure. These are all correct one. Yeah, you got some idea. If you go to the blueprint, if you go to the design, a person who is constructing a house, he will be giving you a blueprint. Engineer will be saying how he is going to construct a wall. He will be using one color for the wall. He will be using one color for the drawing the pipeline. Another line for electrical lines, where the door will be, where the window will be. So the entire structure of your house, entire structure of the house, he will be representing through the lines, line drawings, pipeline, etc. Yeah. So he will be converting whatever your ideas into a line representation. I agree. So that is one way of doing a representation. If you go to a building, they will be having a blueprint of the building. That is a miniature version. Somebody used the word miniature. So the miniature version, they try to keep the miniature version there, which will be giving a rough idea about the structure. In case if you are entering Pondicherry University, in the gate 1, you can see Pondicherry University, there is a blueprint that will tell you where the administrative office, where the library, where the 100-acre campus. It will provide you the structure. That is also a kind of model. If you go to a chemistry person will say H2O stands for water. If I say H2O stands for water, he is using his own mechanism to represent what is the water molecule. So all these things are model, chemical model, mathematical model. So there are different types of models which are available. In particular, we are interested mathematical model. So what is a mathematical model? If you use mathematical symbols and mathematical representation, mathematical characteristics to represent a situation, we call it as mathematical model. So mathematical model is nothing but using mathematical characteristics, mathematical symbols to abstract, to give you a miniature version of or a summary version of the situation, practical situation. So let us go to the practical case of here. So my objective, the first one, I try to create my objective situation, which I call it as objective function. The first one, I prepare an objective function, which I use a notation called Z. So the notation is Z. So the first one, if I produce 1 kilogram of cappuccino, how much I will be getting? I will be getting 40 rupees. So if I produce x1 kilogram of cappuccino, how much I will get? I will get
x1 40, x1 into 40 x1.
40 x1 rupees I will get it. This is for my situation 1. 1 kilogram of espresso, I will get 60 rupees. If I decided to produce x2 kilograms, I will get
60x2.
60x2. What will be the total amount I am going to get?
x1 40 x1 plus 60x2.
40x1 plus 60x2 is the amount which I am going to get it. 40 rupees for every kilogram. So x1 kilogram I am going to produce 60 rupees for every kilogram. I decided to produce x2. So the sum denotes total, which I want to maximize. So I call it as maximum Z. So if I use this one statement provide you the summary of what I am planning to do. This mathematical expression, cappuccino, x2 for espresso. So 40x1 plus 60x2 maximizing. It is summarizing what is the aim of my business. To achieve this, what are all the issues? What are all the constraints? I have two constraints. So one is roasting machine. I have a constraint. Another one, my grinding and packing machine, I have a constraint. So roasting machine, how much time is available? Maximum in a day, I can use only 400 minutes.
Sir, the notepad is not visible to us.
Which one?
The notepad is not visible to us. You have not shared the screen.
1 minute. Is it visible now?
Sir.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
No, not visible.
Two screens. Are you seeing two screens? Two parts?
Yes, sir.
Word document
Thank
and notepad?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I showed my objective function 40x1, 60x2, 1 kilogram of cappuccino, I get 40 rupees. I decided to produce x1. So 40 x1 will be the amount I will be getting. 1 kilogram of espresso, I will be getting 60 rupees. So x2 kilograms I decided to produce, 60 x2 I will be getting. So in a day, I have to get 40 x1 plus 60 x2, which I have to maximize. So I have to decide here, I have to decide how many kilograms of x1 to be produced, how many x2s to be done. To achieve this, my roasting section, I have a maximum 400 minutes. My grinding and packing, maximum I have 600 minutes. Now roasting, how you are going to use your roasting section? How you are going to use your roasting section? For my product one, how many minutes required? Every kilogram?
1 kilogram.
I need 20 minutes.
20 minutes of roasting.
So how many kilograms I am going to produce?
1 kilogram of X1, that is cappuccino, that one.
Cappuccino, I am going to produce x1 kilogram. Every kilogram I need 20 minutes.
Roasting.
So 20 x1 is the time I am going to use roasting section. Roasting section used for cappuccino. Cappuccino. Then how much time I am going to use it for espresso?
Espresso, 40 minutes, sir. 40 minutes roasting time.
So 40 minutes I am going to use it for every kilogram. So if I put a plus sign, what is the meaning?
Total time, sir. Total time for 1 kg of X1 and 1 kg X2, total time.
20 x1 plus 40 x2, total time cannot go beyond
400.
400. Is it clear? 20 minutes, I am going to use it for roasting product 1. 40 minutes, I am going to use it for product 2. 20 x1 plus 40 x2 less than or equal to 400. Similarly, my second constraint. What is my second limitation? I have 40 x1 plus 30 x2, which I cannot use more than
30 x2 lesser than
600.
So obviously your x1 should be greater than or equal to 0, x2 should be greater than or equal to 0. So instead of reading the entire story here on your left screen, if you read the right screen, is it conveying the same content? Same idea, same situation. This is what we call it as mathematical model. So I stop here. We will continue tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for your
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your thing. Tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Exam कब होंगे?
Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.